Okay, let's get into the freestyle rap 3 steps. I am super excited to be getting into this because I think it's going to super help a lot of people, and I really hope it does. So let's just get right into it. We don't need to talk about BS all day. Let's figure this out together. So step 1 is where we're going to be focusing on right now. So that's going to be how to count beats with stressed syllables. So the first thing you need to know is how to count beats. Okay, when I'm talking about beats, I'm not talking about the actual instrumental. I'm talking about a measure of time. That's all a beat is. So when somebody says, oh, just take a beat, just take a minute, take a period of time. And in hip hop, beats are the foundation of how time is manipulated in these instrumentals. So all you need to know is, and I'm going to show you a diagram in a second, that there are 4 beats consecutively repeating over and over again in hip hop. Kind of like dance, kind of like a lot of things. It's all mathematical. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 4 beats, right? Those 4 beats make up a bar. So when you hear a bar in hip hop, all it is a moment of time, and it's a moment of 4 beats. Now they could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 110 beats per minute. Or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And that's going to be a slower beats per minute, but both of those are 1 bar, and it's the amount of time that it takes for you to count out 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the bar. They're always evenly spaced as well, okay? The amount of time in between the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, okay? Now I'm going to show you this diagram. I'm going to move my face somewhere not so obtrusive, and this is gonna give you an indication of how to use it. Don't be overwhelmed by this, okay? But I want to show you a couple things. So watch the cursor. The beats right here, these 4 squares represent 1 beat, okay? And what producers do is they'll actually put drum beats and drum sounds on top of those beats in order to make sure that it's completely structured. Okay, now the hip hop sound has 2 unique drums that you'll almost always hear in every hip hop song, and that's going to be a kick and a snare. And a kick is that's the kick style sound, and then the snare is more of a clap, like a that's the boom bap boom boom bap. And that's the difference. That's where boom bap actually comes from, is kick, snare, kick, kick, snare. And how that actually works is you'll almost always hear a kick on a 1 and the 3 beat. And you'll almost always hear a snare on the 2 and the 4 beat. So that's kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. And that's the structure of hip hop. That's how it works. You do that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's going to be different variations of that, but that's the skeleton. That's all you need to know. So it's that's a set. I mean, I'm not the greatest beatboxer, but I think you get the point. And now they're going to lace in different types of drum beats in between that and use pauses and things like that. But that is what hip hop is. And 1 line is essentially 1 bar. And where you put your rhymes, you're always going to place your rhymes on the 4 beat at the end of the line. And it's always going to land on a snare. Not always, but it's mostly going to land on a snare. So if you kind of come along with me here, you say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Let's put on a beat just to like get an idea of what that actually sounds like, so that you're not wondering what the fuck is going on and what I'm talking about. So here's a beat. Dun dun dun. Bum bum bum. Yo, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not in there yet, but you'll get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. 1, 2, 3 and the 4. can almost hear the difference in the kicks and the snares. This isn't the best example because it's almost the same, but I think that that's a good idea of kind of how it works. All right, and then, so maybe we'll put on a different beat just so you can get the hang of it and hear it again. It's a sick beat, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now what producers do is they'll put different sounds in between, right? Different styles of snares, different styles of kicks. But all you need to distinguish is where the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 go. If you can count to 4, then you got it on lock. And a great way to practice is to put on beats and go 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I did this. But I think that that's a really good idea to do. And now what we need to understand is how to use stressed syllables on top of that in order to maintain the flow with our words. Now, our words need to go on top of the beat and the rhythm in order to make rhythm. That's what it is, right? Words over beats, okay? And the way that we figure out the way our words work over top of these beats is with stressed syllables. Now, stressed syllables are, for example, if I was to say the word rapper, okay, there is one stressed syllable in the word rapper. Right? You wouldn't say rapper, you would say rapper. The app part is the stressed syllable. There's 2 syllables in rapper, and the first portion of the syllable is the stressed part. And in English language, the way that we speak, there is always going to be stressed and unstressed syllables. That's how our language works, and that's how rhythm works. So if I was to say 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4, okay, 1 is a stressed syllable. 2 is a stressed syllable. 1 to the 2, the to the is the unstressed syllables. So you got 1 da 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 da, and that's what creates rhythm. That's how it works. And when you use your words, you have to pick your words carefully so that they land with the stressed syllables on top of those beats. All right, I know it sounds a little complicated, but please don't get overwhelmed. Just stay with me.